Well, I've always been interested in the grappling arts. I started in martial arts in 1970, and I've been consistently practicing all this time. I started in judo, but I was a skinny kid and it just didn't work out for me. And then I had some other mentors that practiced jiu-jitsu with the Machado brothers, and I thought, you know, I think I might have found my next teachers. You know, and then when I moved up to Syracuse, I checked out Tai-Chi. And I'd already had heard about Ken Cronenberg and Tai-Chi. I just didn't have enough time in my life to get in here. And once I did, I was really happy. I always start from the beginning. And I remember Ken saying to me, well, you know, you have to, because he knew I was a black belt. I hold black belts in several different arts. And he said, you know, you have to start at the beginning at white belt. And I told him, I wouldn't have it any other way. I look at it as a morphing puzzle. So it's like a puzzle and you're trying to solve it, but it's changing. So the answer is not relative if you're 5 seconds late or if you're 3 seconds early. So it's constantly changing. You have to find your time to stick that answer right in the spot. And I find that incredibly challenging. And that's one of the things I really love about it. I'm not the natural athlete. I never had the athleticism. I was a skinny kid. You know, and I always seemed like I had to work harder than everybody else. But the great thing about that is it developed my one superpower, and that's persistence. And I feel that if anybody persists, they'll accomplish their goal. The beauty about coming to a school like this is you're not just a person coming in. It's not like a gym where you just walk in and you're just, you know, another member, you know. You are part of it. You have friends, you develop relationships. Every person, you included, Jim, have been instrumental to my development. You know, and Ken has always been, for me, he's always been the father. They call him the Godfather. I call him the father of jiu-jitsu in the area here. And so in order to train in jiu-jitsu, I wanted to go to the person I thought was the best, most qualified. I don't have that ability that other people have to recover because I'm a little bit more mature, right? And so I have to work to get myself up there. And so that's what I'm really concentrating on right now is getting my cardio up. I might not have the best offense. In fact, I know I don't. But I have a pretty solid defense. And that will keep me, you know, surviving through the black belt test and through everything. I'm gonna just continue on my journey. You know, as I said, I feel that the black belt is more of a benchmark of many. And you know, it's, I don't think it's a destination.
When tandem started coming down to the school, I got to know, actually I really got to know Kevin on our flight. Where were we going, Wisconsin, or? Minnesota. And I'm like, this guy's a great guy. And I wanna bring Ty to our school, especially after talking to him. And we had breakfast the next week at, it was, what was the pancake place? What was it?
IHOP, yeah.
IHOP. Right? No, I remember this. No, I love pancakes. We had IHOP there, and we brought in him.
Made me pay.
What? And we talked about bringing Ty, and I actually took over a whole other space down the street so we could bring Ty in there and stuff like that. And of course, he's been studying jiu-jitsu. He's been studying grappling his whole life. He was already an instructor under Eric Paulson before he came. He's got instructorship in so many styles of martial arts. 10? I don't know. We'll just say that. All right, but he has been around forever, and he's been like a great part of our family and our school, not just in the Thai program, but in the jiu-jitsu program. He is the oldest black belt I've ever given. He's going to be 71 2025. I want you to think who you know that's 71. Okay? And they're probably in a wheelchair or not getting up. He is here on Shark Tank. Okay? Rolling around with Ed and everyone and stuff like that. He's here to roll. You know what I mean? Maybe he's not beating Ed. That's a hard thing to do anyway. But he's in here and he's game for it. And I want you to think of what other 71-year-old people you know that would come here on a Sunday and roll with these monsters and stuff like that. Okay? And today, more than happy for this, and he's getting his black belt.
want to just take a moment. I'm not going to take long because we've been here quite a long time. But thank you. Everybody in this school is instrumental in me getting this black belt. And I want to thank all the instructors and especially Ken for having high standards. That's a unique thing these days, to keep your standards high. And I want to thank you. It's a privilege to be here. Thank you.